549 here on the Todd and Oz Show. AM 590, 99.7 on your FM dial and everywhere at newsradioklbj.com. Let's give them the business. It's brought to you by Pinballs. That's Pinballs with a Z. Pinballs.com. Foreign home buyers pumped hundreds of millions of dollars into Central Texas last year, and a majority of those international buyers come from Mexico. That according to the Austin Board of Realtors. Cody Baird is with the Austin Business Journal and tells KXAN there's a lot of reasons for that.
We have a lot of STEM companies here now. We have a lot of financial services. We have our burgeoning semiconductor industry. And that's really attracting people to the area.
The international buyers, they spent a combined $618 million last year, along with Mexico, India, China, Canada, and Brazil round out the top 5 of foreign buyers of properties here in Central Texas. Canada-based TD Bank makes history as the first financial bank to plead guilty to conspiracy to commit money laundering. Newsman David Spott has that story from our nation's capital.
Federal prosecutors say international drug cartels laundered money from fentanyl through TD Bank. They allege TD Bank employees knew but did nothing about it. Now, the bank pleaded guilty in federal court today and as a penalty will pay $3 billion, be subjected to federal monitors, a 5-year probation period, and also undergo an asset cap, keeping the bank from growing larger. Now, the bank is based in Toronto but has a significant presence in parts of the United States. Federal prosecutors say the enabling by employees led to money laundering tied to Mexico, China, and Colombia.
Yeah, the bank CEO says he takes full responsibility and is working closely with the Justice Department. It is 5:51. Former President Donald Trump making a stop in Detroit, Michigan, where he delivered remarks to the Detroit's Economic Club, offering proposals for a tax plan and ideas to strengthen the auto industry.
They are in full support of President.
Now, yeah, that's right. And, well, here's the story here from Fox News.
They are in full support of President Trump. Just look at the Teamsters, for instance. More than 60% of their members indicating that they are going to support President Trump in this next election. And auto workers know that President Trump is going to be their champion.
Yeah, the United Auto Workers Union has endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris, but Trump National Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt had this to say.
She has a build it in China plan with her massive capital gains tax, her tax on unrealized capital gains, and her radical electric vehicle mandate, which would force 67% of all cars and trucks manufactured to be electric.
Now, with the election growing closer, the former president holds on to a lead. Just less than 1 percentage point ahead of Vice President Kamala Harris in Michigan. That according to the Real Clear Politics poll average. Kamala Harris made a stop in Las Vegas yesterday doing a Univision town hall discussion. Yeah, the vice president outlining her plan to lower cost and create what she calls an opportunity economy.
One of the issues I'm going to be taking on is price gouging, which is these corporations and companies who jack up prices unnecessarily, usually around people who are desperate. It's going to be about bringing down the cost of living. For example, part of my plan is to expand the child tax credit.
Republicans, critics, they claim the economic policies like those of the vice president leads to inflation. Recent polls show the economy is the top issue among voters headed into this year's election. A fire safety warning about electric vehicles and saltwater in the wake of Florida's hurricanes.
Facts you may not know about electric vehicles. Water and EV batteries do not mix, so never drive through floodwater, warns the Hillsborough County, Florida webpage on EV hurricane safety. Water will not only damage the battery, but could lead to dangerous battery fires with combustion in an instant or months after saltwater exposure. So EV owners shouldn't operate their vehicles or even charge them if they suspect they've been flooded. AAA advises contact your dealer or road service. The saltwater storm surge from Hurricane Helene was linked to 11 EV battery fires and 37 lithium-ion battery blazes in Florida. The fire marshal warns if you suspect it's been flooded, get that EV out of your garage. Therese Crowley, Fox News.
The COVID-19 pandemic, it changed the way we view the workplace, but a new social media network is aiming to mix the virtual and real world.
Fox on Tech.
Have you forgotten how to network? The pandemic came and went, and now you meet your teammates on Zoom, get coached on Slack, and find prospective clients on LinkedIn. But have you ever met any of them? A new social network for professionals is trying to blend the best of the virtual world with the rewards of meeting in real life. Clock Out allows you to keep things profesh, but arrange for meetups, even in groups. And that builds your real-life social network, says CEO Krishna Dosapati.
It's a person that you met in person, you had a real conversation with. That person became your friend, right? So now they're the people that are going to vouch for you and open doors for you in your career. Clockout still features messaging and swipe to connect matchups based on profiles like on other social nets, but not everyone gets in right away. Applications are vetted unless an existing user invites you. With Fox on Tech, I'm Eben Brown, Fox News.
All right, stay close. We've got traffic, your forecast, the day's top stories, and you can join us anytime you want this morning at 512-836-0590 here on the Todd and Oz Show.
The Todd and Oz Show.
Hey,